His ridiculous 19.1 yards a catch is ranked third in the NFL. I'm talking about a guy whose routes are as fresh as the outfits he wears on the field. One of the best to do it. One of my favorite guys in the game. And real talk, my son's favorite player in the NFL.
Woo.
Vikings wide receiver, Stefon Diggs!
What's up?
What's up? What's going on,
baby?
Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Appreciate you joining us now. Your team staged the biggest halftime comeback in the NFL in 5 years on Sunday against the Broncos. After scoring 0 points in the first half, you guys come out in the second blazing. So, question, what did Coach say to you guys? But more importantly, what was the mindset in that second half for the Vikings team?
I would say going into halftime, it wasn't as pretty as people would like to think. It was a lot of words being said, all encouraging words. Our coach, everybody knows him. He's a grouch, and that's our guy. But he went in with the right mindset of telling us that we got to control what we can control. We didn't execute in the first half. We got a whole new half, whole new ball game, and it was the right pep talk.
And how nice to get that right before the bye, right?
Exactly.
I mean, you got 2 weeks now. It's nice to get that Week 12 bye, I bet, right?
It was rough because for us, definitely at one point you're thinking like, no, we can't go into the bye week with a loss.
Right.
And it's like in your mind you're like this. Nah. Last year we had a loss to Buffalo, and it was like things weren't going right. So for us to go out there and win, it meant a lot at the right time, and now we're in the bye. So,
All four of us love you. We're kind of fascinated by you. Such a great player, entertainer. How do you spend your bye week? What are you up to right now?
I'm running around, a little bit, spend some time with you guys. It's always fun, but I'm going to be running around a little bit. Got some stuff to do today.
Yeah?
I was just in L.A. I went to a Laker game.
Really?
How's that?
It was amazing. Good friend of mine, Kirk, plays on the team.
Yeah.
I had some fun out there.
What did you see at Gronk at the halftime doing the
It
dance?
was amazing. I kind of felt like I should have been out there. But it was fun. I had a lot of fun.
I think you're the most fashionable NFL player, like by far. Like we always want to see what you're wearing post game. You know that you're smiling. You agree? No, I mean it. I just said it on
She
television.
says it when you're not here.
I think you're the most fashionable, well-dressed NFL player. I'd like you to know, outside of yourself, the 3 best dressed NFL players. Who brings it every week?
Who dresses nice every week? One of my teammates, J-Ron Curse.
Okay.
Does a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Watch him now.
I see him from a close distance.
Right.
I really give him any compliments, but he's dressed nice. Kenny Stills dressed nice.
Yeah, he does.
And another one of my teammates, Anthony Barr's been dressing right.
How fun
You're
is
going to
it?
go Stills over D-Hop.
Let's pick somebody outside of my team, because I'm going to pick D-Hop.
D-Hop, yeah.
D-Hop dresses really good.
To Kay's point, how fun is it, though, when you're in that locker room and you're getting ready to travel out and you're peeping everybody's outfits, and people want to get dressed last. Some people get dressed first. The big guys, they usually just wear
They just wear whatever.
whatever. But you look across, you're like, okay, all right.
That's kind of like, I want to say, like, compared to the first day of school, everybody's coming in with their new shoes, but in the league,
It's every
each and every week you got to see a guy. Now, like my guy Amir Abdullah, he comes in, he has his own style, and he does it how he wants to.
Yeah,
so
he's
when I see
fresh.
him, you kind of give him like one of the head, and I was like, okay.
I see you.
All right.
Not me, but it's you. That's good. Stefon, I get to do the sidelines time to time for the Vikings games, and I'm there. And something I always notice is pregame ritual. Every time I do one of these Vikings games, I see Stefon Diggs having catches with everyone in the crowd and making sure you are taking a solid 20 minutes before the game to interact with children in the crowd. Why is that so important to you? And is that something that you picked up along the way, or you've always done that?
Not so much in high school and college, but when I got in the NFL, I probably took it a lot more serious, just because fans want to feel connected to you, and they spend a lot of time, money, energy just to be able to come to the game. So I kind of want to make it the best experience possible. And with little kids, they have a heck of a time, especially when they get out to throw it on the field and kind of like run around a little bit. And I kind of just want to keep that engagement, just because I was once a kid. I wish I could have the opportunity to do that. So for me, it's just as much as fun, and I get a couple extra catches in too.
I love that. And, I have to go back to fashion, though, for a second, because you mentioned DeAndre Hopkins, some of your teammates. You didn't shout out your starting quarterback, though. I guess you don't like Bugle Boy?
Oh, no, listen. He's the perfect, what is
Jordache doesn't do it for you?
Joseph A. Banks.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He needs that sponsorship. That fits him, actually. Sorry, my bad.
All right, but hold
That's
on.
my guy, though. That's my guy.
He's also, he's been going to multiple banks, apparently, but he's been earning those checks. Now, listen, Lamar Jackson's been crazy this year. Russell, crazy. But Kirk Cousins is playing his way into the MVP conversation. Is he the most valuable player of the league?
I feel like he has a case. My case earlier was, Dalvin Cook.
Oh, yeah.
But Kirk Cousins playing lights out right now. You can't dispute it. You can't go against it. He had a comeback this past weekend, and people want to go against him, but at this point, he's playing well. What you gonna say about it? My guy for a while was Dalvin Cook. Still is my guy.
Yeah.
Underneath the table, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Because, he's a special player. I feel like he's a special player. He can do everything. What was that night against the Cowboys? He shined.
Yeah, no doubt.
We've been encouraging fans at home to vote for the Pro Bowl, and we wanted them to send their favorite players to the Pro Bowl. So let me ask you, Stefon, do you belong in Orlando this year? Are you going to be a Pro Bowl player?
I feel like I need to be in.
He tried to act like he was thinking about it.
At this point,
belong down there.
At this point, it's because I feel like, to my case, I think I have the least receptions for the yards that I have. I have like 45 receptions. And I'm probably like the least amount, not the least, but lower amount of targets.
Your plays
for
are big plays.
I'm trying to make the most of all my opportunities,
Right.
basically. And at this point, I'm just trying to keep it going.
Okay. You know what else you've been keeping going? Your pregame cleats, bro. There's no doubt. Kay says you're the king of fashion. No argument there.
And what
You're also the
Thanks,
king
Kay.
of cleats, bro. Like
You're welcome.
you are the GOAT.
You guys are
There's a
being nice
lot of
this
dudes
morning.
doing it. We seen SpongeBob. We seen Coming to America. You hit him with the Real Housewives. with the cat cleats. I think we have an image of those. And I know who's doing them. You had the
My
GOAT
God,
doing them.
Mosh, yeah.
Mosh is a beast. So what is the motivation? Because every time I see him, I'm like, yo, when did they plan this? Because they're so timely, and you're hitting them with them every week.
All right, you guys are being nice, so I'm going to let you in a little bit.
Okay, what's up?
All right, relax. It's probably like we do it pretty much week to week based. We have some things planned in advance, going in a week, depending on the area and the city that I'm in. Like New York, I had Coming to America, so it's kind of like we do a city to city. But with the Real Housewives, it was like a thing that I know I thought it was funny. The world thought it was funny,
Right.
but I still hate that she was crying in the video. But
Right.
But
It's a meme, though.
the cat meme.
The cat meme.
is
Cat meme.
undefeated.
Undefeated.
I felt like that'd be great. He said we might as well throw it on the cleat. So
Just like the SpongeBob was hot. It was a hot meme.
Exactly. So
Okay,
it's just-
so can you give us a sneak peek into something you may have? Just a sneak peek.
I don't trust you guys.
Come on, man. Hey, everybody listen.
You guys are too nice to be trusted.
It's just us four right here.
All right, so look, this week, play Seattle. I'm not telling you.
All right, listen. Are you going to stick around?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Okay, cool. He's going to stick around. He's not going anywhere. We're going to break down some of your best catches. And also, I want to teach the world on why and how you're one of the best receivers in the game. So we're going to get up off the table and do a little wide receiver education.
My man's not
Love it.
injured, so we're
He's
good.
got
No,
Yeah,
really,
he was
last
here.
time I was here, I was on a scooter.
Yeah.
I'm good to go, baby.
Let's go to the West Coast. Will Selva's waiting in the newsroom. Hey, Will, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's going on there, Nate, guys? And Stefon, great having you there at the table in New York. We got some news for you, and hamstring injuries can be tricky ones to recover from, as we've seen in the case of Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill. The team got the best possible news, as it wasn't as bad as it looked on Monday night. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reporting the injury was deemed minor, nothing more. Hill is considered day-to-day at this point, and according to Ian, he could avoid missing any games thanks to the Week 12 bye week. Hill wanted to go back into the win against the Chargers, but KC took the cautious approach and kept him on the sideline. Quarterback Nick Foles making his return in Week 11 after suffering a collarbone injury in his Jaguars debut in Week 1. Foles has a 9-2 record in games in November or later since 2017. But for right now, he's just focused on getting more comfortable in the offense once again.
Fortunately, I was out for, 9-10 weeks. So, we're getting reacquainted with that. And obviously, I have a, history with flip, but, big chunk of the season, I wasn't there. So we're trying to, reestablish, what we're comfortable with, what we're good at as a team, different things. Because a lot of it, too, is your personnel as a team. So working around what we have, putting the guys in position to be successful. Ultimately, we have guys here that, we can make plays and we can do those things. We just have to go out there and, execute the game plan, and then the third down and red zone situations, be really good in those situations.
And more on the Jags and doing good in situations, as they recently visited the Naval Air Station, Jacksonville, as part of Salute to Service Month. Players including Calais Campbell visiting sailors touring a P-88 beside